Good morning, welcome to the Daily News podcast. Today is August 9th, 2026.
Talks around the Strait of Hormuz are sounding a little better this morning, with Oman saying discussions with Iran have been positive. But the key warning is this: Tehran says any deal would not automatically reopen the strait, and it's attaching conditions that keep oil traders and shipping firms very nervous. This matters because Hormuz is one of the world's most important energy choke points, so even a hint of progress can calm markets, while any setback can send prices moving fast.
And that's the story in one sentence: progress, but no real all clear. As long as Iran keeps leverage on the table, energy markets stay jumpy. In Ukraine, Russian missile strikes near Kyiv killed at least 3 people, including a child, during another wave of overnight attacks. The strikes come as President Zelensky warns Ukraine is running low on missile interceptors, which sharpens the pressure on allies and raises fresh concern about the country's air defense capacity heading deeper into the conflict. Beyond the immediate human toll, this is another reminder that the war remains intense and that Europe's security picture is still under constant strain.
It's hard to overstate how serious that interceptor shortage is. When defense becomes a supply problem, every overnight attack carries even more weight. Back in Washington, Todd Blanche, the former lawyer for Donald Trump, has been narrowly confirmed as U.S. Attorney General. It was a contentious vote, with resistance even from some Republicans, and now a deeply political figure is set to lead the Justice Department. That puts a spotlight on how federal law enforcement could change in the months ahead, especially on prosecutions, investigations, and the broader question of whether the department can preserve public trust under heavy partisan pressure.
That one is going to be watched from day one. The confirmation was narrow, and the scrutiny will be anything but. Right, moving to markets, Berkshire Hathaway posted higher quarterly earnings, helped by solid performance in energy, rail, and manufacturing even as insurance was softer. The bigger investor focus is on what Greg Abel does with Berkshire's enormous cash pile, because every move is being read as an early signal of the company's post-Buffett strategy. When Berkshire talks, markets pay attention, not just because of its size, but because it touches so many corners of the economy.
Berkshire is still one of the clearest read-throughs on old-school American business. And now, every capital decision doubles as a message about the next era. On the tech side, Microsoft is continuing to stand out among the so-called Magnificent Seven as investors ask a simple question: is all that AI spending actually turning into durable advantage? So far, Microsoft looks better positioned than most, thanks to its cloud business, enterprise reach, and ability to plug AI tools into products people already use. That's why the company remains central to the entire AI trade, and why its spending is being treated less like a gamble and more like a test case for the whole sector.
If Microsoft keeps showing execution while others are still selling the vision, that gap matters. It could shape how investors price the entire AI boom. And there's a climate angle to that boom. Reports say Amazon's new Texas data center may be tied to a gas-fired power plant that could become one of the biggest single greenhouse gas sources in the country. It's a striking example of the trade-off now emerging in AI infrastructure: massive compute demand, massive power demand, and big questions about where that energy comes from. The issue is no longer just who wins AI, but what it costs in emissions and grid strain.
That's the part of the AI race that's getting harder to ignore. Faster models are great, but the power bill and the carbon bill are becoming part of the same story. Also in brief, DeepMind says its new WeatherNext model significantly improves cyclone forecasting, and that could be a meaningful real-world win for AI if the results hold up.
Also in brief, X is replacing its old creator revenue sharing system with a new original content rewards program. Another sign platforms are still rewriting the rules for how online creators get paid. And to wrap up, LEGO has unveiled a 3,491-piece Ministry of Magic Harry Potter collector set for the franchise's 25th anniversary, which is exactly the kind of thing that delights fans and terrifies wallets.
That's our morning rundown. Thanks for starting your day with us.
We'll be back tomorrow with more news in under 5 minutes. Have a great Sunday.